Hey everybody, Icy Cat here. The new patch notes for Operation Chimera have been released. We're getting changes to several existing operators, new reload mechanics, map playlist changes, and that's all in addition to the new operators and the new outbreak mode. Let's go over all the details next. Okay, so we'll start off with the basics. We've got our two new operators, Lion and Finka. Both are attackers. We're getting no new defenders this season, and at some point down the road, we'll be getting a double defender season to offset that. Lion's ability is the 3-time use aerial drone that gives outlines of enemy defenders as they move, but they don't show up if they hold still or sit on a mute jammer. It has a 3-second warning notification for both teams that lasts for 4 seconds and has a 10-second cooldown before it can be used again. The entire attacking team sees the live intel at the same time. He shares weapons loadout with the GIGN operators for the shotgun and pistols, as well as access to Twitch's 417 DMR, but does use a new modified vector that's set up more like a slower rate of fire LMG, as opposed to Mira's faster and lighter vector. Then we have Finka. She shares the Spetsnaz loadout with Fuse's LMG and Capcan Tachanka's shotgun, as well as their pistol loadout, but also brings the new Spear 308 bullpup assault rifle to bear. Her ability is to activate nanobots on the team all at once from anywhere on the map. This creates a 20 hit point temporary health surge, recoil reduction, and grants things like the ability to move through barbed wire more quickly and resistance to flashbangs, as well as the ability to automatically revive someone that's in a down but not out state. She gets 2 uses of this ability, and it lasts for about 20 seconds for the entire team. Stepping on Legion mines instantly negates the effects, and due to faster respiration, Smoke's gas grenades cause more damage, and Pulse can also see the heartbeats of the operators at longer ranges while the ability is in effect as a kind of counter. Additionally, Echo's Stun Blast will also cancel the effect if it's in use. Then we have the new co-op mode, Outbreak. For a full breakdown on this, be sure to check out my video from yesterday on it and get a look at the gameplay this new mode will bring. It has a roster of several operators to choose from. There's Ash, Tachanka, Doc, Smoke, Buck, Capcan, Glaz, Ying, Lion, Finka, and a modified recruit. It has a few new features, like a flashlight attachment for lighting up dark places that can be turned on and off, and will also for the first time be seeing attackers and defenders working together on the same team. The new zombie alien hybrid creatures come in 5 types, and combined with 3 massive multi-part maps will create a new way to play Siege using full destruction in a way that's completely different than anything we've seen before. We also get new cosmetics. There's going to be 2 new universal skins seen here. They used to do 4 seasonal skins, but as the inventory of weapons in the game keeps growing with every new season, and considering each of these must be custom made for them by the art department, keeping it down to 2 probably makes things a lot more manageable on their end, and is definitely understandable. Of course, we get the new Ash Elite skin, which will also come in 2 variations, and Outbreak itself will come with a bunch of cosmetic content in the form of skins, headgears, charms, and uniforms. We're even going to see some of the charms that will have like glowing effects or flame effects, things like that that are essentially animated. A few of these cosmetics will be unlocked by playing the Outbreak mode, but 50 of them are in the new Outbreak packs. These are similar to Alpha packs, but can't be earned like Alpha packs can, and are specific to the Outbreak mode only, so they are a separate thing. Outbreak packs cannot be purchased with Renown, but will be available for 300 rainbow credits each only. Duplicate items are not possible with Outbreak packs either. Now we come to the changes that will affect the existing operators. A significant nerf is coming to Ela. Her SMG will be getting more recoil, and her base damage is going down from 28 to 23. Additionally, she will be losing her impact grenades and getting a deployable shield instead. The goal was to make her a little less of an aggro roamer, especially at longer ranges, while still keeping her viable at medium to short ranges. Those impact grenades she lost are going instead to Capcan, who now oddly has the choice between a nitrocell and impact grenades, as he will now lose his barbed wire. Blitz is seeing a buff as he moves from a 3 armor 1 speed operator down to a faster 2 speed 2 armor operator. Combined with his sprint ability buff he got a while back, he's really going to be able to move quickly and close the distance between other operators. A new synchronization fix comes for rotation on players in a down but not out state. Sometimes trying to finish that target off would result in misses even though you were clearly shooting the body, because the rotation of the player's body was not being displayed the same way to the different players. Reloading mechanics in general are getting big changes. You can now reload cancel mid-animation by aiming down sights if you need to. This is going to be a game changer in a lot of situations, especially if you're like me and have the bad habit of automatically reloading after every kill. This could really come in clutch. Also, there's going to be this new thing called reload resume points. If you've already completed a certain section of the animation when you cancel, it won't have to repeat the full sequence, resulting in a faster reload when you do resume. Also, the ammo counter timing will refresh to better match the animation state. Raw hardware input for keyboard and mouse on PC will now be an option. This bypasses any post-processing between direct input and the game and may slightly improve responsiveness under heavy load. Under the casual playlist, Bartlett University is being removed, and Yacht will return to take its place. Neither change affects the ranked playlist, which still remains unaltered from previous season's map pools. Deployable shields are going to be seeing some reworks to prevent shield glitching. First, you're no longer going to be able to walk on top of the shields. You can only vault over them as you've kind of always been intended to. Balancing on the shield surface could be used to glitch into unintended areas. Now if you try to do this, the shield will collapse and despawn and pop back up again in the original player's inventory that deployed it in the first place. That's kind of like how the castle barricades work. If a teammate rips down one of your barricades, it'll just show up in your inventory again. You will also no longer be able to walk around while holding the deployable shield in mid-animation. This is done to counter some uses of the shield being glitched in ways that just really weren't intended for how it was supposed to be done. Melee hit validation is also getting a rework after lots of complaints about melee hits not connecting. You'd see the animation, hear the audio play for the impact on the enemy, maybe even see blood or a hit marker, but the player just wouldn't go down. Now they've taken some steps to make sure that that shouldn't be happening anymore. Echo's drone will no longer be able to be placed on doors or windowsills in such a way that you can place the wooden barricade back up behind it, causing the drone to be hidden outside in a really specific way. He will also now get proper credit on the scoreboard for getting kill assists if the target was stunned by his drone when they got dropped. Vigil had a problem that caused his cloak to turn off whenever he went up or down a ladder. This wasn't something they intended to happen, so he'll now remain fully cloaked whenever using ladders, as he should be. Previously, a glitch that allowed players to land on windowsills across a wide variety of maps could be used to spawn peek, and that'll no longer be possible. There's also a host of other small bug fixes, as always, that I didn't go into because most of them are super specific or very minor, but if you want to check out the full list of bug fixes, be sure to check them out on the official rainbow6.ubisoft.com site. I'll post the link for that in the comments below the video player. Operation Chimera starts on March 6th for all players on all platforms. The two new operators, Lion and Vinca, will of course have a 7-day exclusivity on them for Season Pass holders, so those will be available to non-pass holders after the 13th. All the rest of the content is available as of the 6th though, including the new Outbreak mode. Now as a reminder, Outbreak will only be available for 4 weeks until April 3rd. The two new operators, Lion and Vinca, will not be going away after that time. Those are permanent additions to the game. If you have access to the technical test server that begins later today, you'll have a chance to play the new operators this week as well as the new Outbreak mode, which will be available to play on the TTS. However, Outbreak will only be available at certain times during the course of the test server, as they will take it offline periodically for testing reasons. Well, that's all the details we have regarding the changes and new content regarding the new season, Operation Chimera. What do you guys think about this next season? Let me know down in the comments below, or share with me over at IcyCat25 on either Facebook or Twitter. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe and stay up to date on the latest for Rainbow Six Siege. Be sure to click the notification icon so you get alerted whenever I make new content available. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.